Winds right now are about 15, 20 miles per hour out of the east. The water out there doesn't look like that picture. Let me show you. I'll turn it around if I figure out how. Actually, can you see the ocean?
I see your background. It looks like a fake background.
Let me turn that off. Let me figure out how to do that. Chat, no. Participants, right? Participants.
No, it's in Zoom settings.
Hmm.
And while you're figuring that out, I will let let Margaret Emily know that we toasted to Margaret Emily, an event here. I tell you, an event in Acapulco without Margaret Emily is not quite the same event. It really isn't. So I'm glad that this EFS facilitator is available to be here. I would prefer if Margaret Emily were here, but if I can only get an EFS facilitator, then that's, oh, Margaret Emily's with us. Oh, fantastic. That's so good.
Yay, and she bought margaretemily.com. So that was awesome.
There you go. That sounds like a good thing. I was just talking today about how, I guess, upset I am about the whole Princess Marianne Parker, Princess Marianne Parker not, there I go, not being Princess Marianne Parker when she was in the New York Times.
Right.
See, you gotta embrace these changes that I suggest. You gotta make the changes and embrace the changes when I suggest them so that you can get things moving. Because Princess Marianne Parker just never became Princess Marianne Parker, even though Princess Marianne Parker owned and owns princessmarianne.com, she never became Princess Marianne. In fact, I'm going to do a screen share right now. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to bring up, I'm going to go to princessmarianne.com. Let's see what's there. princessmarianne.com. See, that belongs to Princess Marianne Parker. And there's nothing. princessmarianne.com. There should be something there, and there's nothing. And Princess Marianne was in the New York Times, and they wrote about Marianne Parker, CEO of Manor of Manners. I don't know. Luxuryexpert.com. Luxuryexpert.com. Is there anything there? Luxury, maybe luxury etiquette expert. There's nothing there either. See, if I tell you to do stuff, do it.
Yeah,
what?
You were so happy she was in the New York Times, but you were so crushed that she didn't get full maximum out of it by being Princess Marianne.
Well, it's
I know, it was at Carnegie Hall. She wore the tiara. She looked great.
Yeah. Manor of Manners.com. Let's see that. Oh, I need two N's on there. Manor. See what I mean?
Yeah, we don't see your screen, actually.
Oh. Anyway, I can't find anything for her,
Oh, yeah.
What can I do? Guys, the whole point of this is for you to become somebody. The whole point of this is for you to be more, do more, have more impact, influence, and income. I mean, look at the changes happening. I mean, Olga's got her hair piled on top of her head. I've never seen that in my whole life. It's a completely new look for Olga. And Rebecca's got her hair blowing in the wind. These people are turning into celebrities after one appearance on TV. Imagine if you really embraced it and went for it. Jesus. Yeah. What this is all about, my friends. You're here on the TV webinar, okay? The TV is the hardest part. The easy part is celebrity attachment. The easy part is VIP speaking. The easy part is getting awards and writing best-selling books. Those are the easy parts. The hard parts are going on TV. That's the hard part because Clint doesn't control it. I only can put the fish in the barrel and help you shoot them and help you get invited onto these shows, but you gotta send out emails and set up the appearance dates. That's what you need to do. GasolineExpert.com. See, Nisani, for the most part, does what I tell him. For the most part. Gasoline. Let's see what comes up on Gasoline Expert. See, there you go. That looks good. Okay, Dave, you're doing good. This looks pretty good. Look at this. It's just a one-page website, really. Look at all these appearances. Good. This is all it's supposed to be, folks. Now, it should say Dave Nisani has been interviewed 45 times by ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox TV news and talk shows across America. From Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles, California, including Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, California, and Honolulu, Hawaii. You need to get Alaska. You need to get on Alaska. He's a passionate, award-winning speaker, best-selling author. See what I'm saying? This is good, Dave. Currently releasing his 4th book and hosts a syndicated radio show heard in all 50 states and in 135 countries around the globe. Okay, now, he is a gasoline expert, entrepreneur, television personality, and caregiver. That needs to go at the beginning. Gasoline expert Dave Nisani. That's what it should be. And then this sentence here goes away. Gasoline expert Dave Nisani has appeared on 45 ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox TV news and talk shows from Washington, D.C., across America, from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles to Honolulu, Hawaii. Good. Good job, Dave.
Thanks.
Yep.
All I did was listen to you.
No, you didn't just listen to me. You did what I said.
What's the difference?
I said, okay.
Oh, I did.
He got
Listen.
GasolineExpert.com, and originally he was forwarding that domain to Nisani.tv. And I said, no, Dave, you can't just forward that domain. You have to build out that website. It'll take an hour. And how long did it take, Dave?
An hour.
See, that's it. And now he's got it. Now he looks like the real deal, which he needs to be. See, look, being the real deal, this is so important. If you want to be the real deal, you better damn sure look like the real deal. See what I mean? You can't be the real deal without looking like the real deal first. I like your hair up on your head, Olga. That looks cute. It really does. It's very fetching. Yeah. And you got like a whole bare shoulder thing? Are you like waggling a bare shoulder? Is that what you got going on there? No, that's a nude. That's just a nude top. I see. Yeah, there's an episode where Fraser's ex-wife comes over to visit for Thanksgiving, and she takes down her hair, which is usually in a tight bun, and next thing he knows, she's waggling a bare shoulder, trying to seduce him. But really, his kid was just trying to set them up. But this is good. This is good. No, Dave, great job. This looks very good.
Thanks.
Yeah, and you didn't just listen to me. Not only did you listen to me, you heard me, you did what I said. Then when I gave you a critique, you implemented the critique. Guys, how can I help you if you don't implement the critique? Got to implement the critique. Good job, Dave. This looks great.
Thanks.
All right. See, I'll tell you what, Dave. You know what your next thing is?
No, what?
I think I might have mentioned this to you before, but you're going to get paid to be a speaker at gasoline station owner events.
I'm going to get what to be a speaker?
You're going to get paid.
Oh, paid.
Paid to be a speaker at gasoline station owner events.
Yeah, I
And
like
you're
that
going
one.
to develop gasoline expert Dave Nisani's gas station mega profits seminar. And gas station mega profits home study kit. Really? And gas station mega profits coaching program. I mean, Dave, you've been in the industry for 4 decades. These young whippersnappers coming over here from India, they think they know what they're doing just because they've owned 6 or 7 7-Elevens. Gas station is different. And if they want the mega profits, they got to attend gas station mega profits live.
How do I find these guys?
How do you find them?
Or do they find me?
Well, I mean, mobile should help you to find them. Doesn't mobile have any conferences?
Once a year only.
Once a year. Great. You're going to be a speaker. Dave, when you are on Good Morning America or the Today Show, you need to start sending appearances over to the whoever. You got to call up mobile and you got to find out, hey, mobile, who's the guy in charge of hiring the speakers for the once a year mobile gas station owner conference? Just like Dave Striegel did.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not reinventing the mold. You're just doing what another Dave already did, right?
Yeah, I know.
Dave Striegel's success. Dave Striegel.
Where is he today? Haven't seen him in a while.
Mandalay hasn't been around.
Spending his millions, huh?
Hasn't been around.
I'm hearing like a clip in the background.
You're hearing
Something. I hear laughter and like a clip going on in the background.
what? See, look.
Be a speaker at an event like this. Check it out. There's my client down there.
Even if the president is a damn divorce, they just said.
Oh.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, Dave. And number one reason you should
can get you there. We're gonna have an in-depth interview with Dave Striegel. First, we're gonna go to his 4 breakout sessions. He's got 4 breakouts, each with 450 people.
We're not seeing anything.
Breakouts. And then we're gonna have an in-depth interview. You're not seeing anything.
I
I'm
am.
screen sharing. How can you not be?
Oh, I'm not seeing any. Oh, because maybe I'm driving. I'm only seeing you.
No, we see you and the table in the background, but I hear like the MC
don't
from
see-
like a,
Oh man,
see
hold on
it.
a second. Here,
No,
I
I'm
don't
seeing
see
it.
it.
yeah, it's just like
Margaret
some
Emily's stage,
comedian
right?
making noise, right? It sounds like a comedian
hold on.
talking
Margaret
about
Emily's
shit.
seeing it, right?
Yes, I see everything. I see exactly the
everything.
seminar.
I see nothing except
We
you
see you,
guys.
Clint, and the table in the background.
Because you guys
But
are
it
on your
sounds
phone.
like,
Yeah.
You guys are on
no,
your
Okay.
I'm not on my phone. I'm not on my phone. I see you, I see the table with Allie in a pretty dress in the background, but I'm hearing like a comedian.
Enable your video.
It is enabled.
Allie's on her phone and sees everything.
Does she
Jonas
see
sees it
what,
on his
what,
phone.
what are we listening to? Nobody likes this.
The
Scroll
Dave
across.
Nasani
Stop
thing.
doing
I mean,
this.
why? What do you mean nobody likes this? It's because you're not seeing it.
No, what I'm hearing in the background is nobody likes this.
I don't
Now
hear
there's
that. Does
laughter and
anybody else hear that?
applause.
I think you should
Nobody
quit
else
and
hears-
start again, Rebecca.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. That quit. Yeah, there you go. Olga, you see this? You see this thing at Mandalay Bay? Yeah, right? Okay. This is what Dave Nasani is going to do. Exactly what Dave Striegel did. You're going to find out who is the guy who books the speakers for the once-a-year conference. And you're going to start sending him a video once a week. Hey, I'm Dave Nasani. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm an award-winning speaker, a best-selling author, a frequent TV guest. I'm America's top gasoline expert. And I appear regularly on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. And I've been a mobile gas station owner for how many decades, Dave?
4.5.
4.5 decades, and I want to be a speaker on the main stage at your once-a-year conference. For how many thousands of gas station owners?
Maybe 1,000.
Okay, great. That's pretty good.
It's a regional event.
And when you're there, a regional event, why don't they have a national event?
Because they're cheap. They used to do national conventions and you had like 10,000 people there. They haven't done it in like 15 years.
Dave,
Cheap, cheap.
buddy, dude, this is where the money is.
Yeah.
They're not holding a national gas station owners convention. Somebody needs to do that. And you know who that somebody is?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna go to all of the regional conferences. And you're going to recruit people to come to your gas station owners convention, not just for mobile gas station owners, but for 76 gas station owners, for Exxon gas, for BP gas station owners, for Arco gas station owners. And at this event, you're going to be promoting mega gas station profits.
I got to hand it to you, Clint. You got vision.
It's obvious. It's like, this is the most obvious, easiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Go, Dave, go.
And for you to pick up, yeah, I mean, when you got, listen to this, Dave, when you got 2,000 gas station owners, all at a conference, you're easily going to pick up $25,000 clients who are your diamond members, and you're easily going to pick up $110,000 clients who are your gold members in mega gas station profits, MGP. MPG, mega profit gas station, MPG. See what I mean?
Mega profit gas stations.
Yep. MPG. Miles per gallon, MPG, get it?
Got it.
Yeah. That's $1 million in gold members, and that's another 625,000 in diamond members off the back of one event. Easy. Because there's a hole in the market. See, what do you got to do, folks? What do you got to do? You got to find a need and you got to fill it. And you got to find the holes in the market and fill them up, if it's appropriate for you to do it. This is what comes from being a gas station expert. And this is what comes from doing what Clint says. Because for me to construct that little gas station empire for Dave, and Dave, let's face it. I mean, let's face it. Guys who own gas stations have money and they want to make more money from their gas stations. They have a business that's making money and they're willing to invest money to make more money. This is the problem that your problem is you in your mind don't think that caregivers have money for whatever reason. And you in your mind don't think caregivers are going to be willing to invest money in their own health and safety and the life of their loved one who they're caregiving for. You have like money issues that are preventing you from seeing that possibility. But you got to be able to see your way to a guy who owns 3 or 5 gas stations wanting to invest in his own personal development and study with Mobile Dave, the guy who runs the most highest revenue generating gas station in America. Am I right?
Well, you've solved that problem for me, haven't you, Clint?
Right? Aren't you the guy who runs the highest revenue generating gas station in America?
That is correct. I run the highest
who the hell doesn't want to
producing station in the North Los Angeles district. Not sure about America, but I know at least in the North Los Angeles district. But maybe in America, you never know.
Find out. Whatever it is, you got serious credibility due to your decades of experience and the fact that you're selling some of the most expensive gas in America and generating some of the highest revenues in America. And you have been for decades. And every single guy.
That's true. That's true. I do sell the most expensive gas probably in America.
Are you $7 yet?
No one else is experiencing higher margins than me that I know of.
Are you $7 a gallon yet?
Not yet.
Well, you're not the most expensive anymore, because I read about a guy in South Carolina who's charging $7 a gallon because they don't have any gas there.
Oh. He can be charged with price gouging too.
Okay. All right, great. Well, that's another thing. It's like how to increase your margins, how to charge the most without getting sucked into a price gouging trap. See that?
And I do have a great strategy for that as well. It's called cash credit and widen the spread 18 cents per gallon. It's a great strategy.
Hey, man, you need to stop denying who you are and be who you are. See, celebrity doesn't make you something different. Celebrity makes you more of who you are.
I love that what we resist is like the key to our money. I mean, Dave, we're all seeing ourselves in you. Clint, you said this to every single one of us.
You're all seeing yourselves in me. Wow. That's pressure.
No, I don't mean it as pressure. I mean it as thank you. This is like beneficial for everybody.
Hey, you're welcome. Glad I could help.
You got to be who you are. The more you
I
are,
gotta
who
be
you are.
me.
Yeah.
I gotta be me.
Yeah. That's right. That should be your theme song, Dave. When you walk out on the stage at the big
I'll
concert.
have you sing
Gotta
that.
be me. Yeah. My theme song is You Can't Always Get What You Want. But your theme song needs to be I Gotta Be Me. Great stuff, Dave. Congratulations. I'm glad we finally got to this because this is big for you.
Thanks, Clint. I want to
Yeah.
say thank you, Dad.
Hey, man, I was talking about it with Allie. This is crazy. You're one of our ideal client avatars.
Why is that?
It took me a while to realize it. Hey, look, not only do you show up and do what I say, you get results massively. You know, Dave was the record holder for many years. How many appearances have you done, Dave?
45.
45 appearances off one celebrity launchpad.
Yeah,
45 appearances.
I booked 8, but 2 of them dropped me for some reason. Their mistake. So I got 6 from Celebrity Launchpad. The rest were, hello.
39 cold call appearances, right? He does you do multiple things. You don't just go on TV. You've been to Harvard, you've been to NASDAQ, you've been to Mercedes. Where else you been? Mercedes, Coca-Cola.
Everywhere. I've been everywhere. And I have a TV show. A radio show. I've got a YouTube channel. I'm an author. I do a lot of stuff.
And then, you ready for this? Here's what really makes him our ideal avatar.
Uh-oh.
He not only refers people,
No.
actually goes to events and enrolls people. How many people have you enrolled into what we do, Dave?
I got 16 people to give you $5,000 each.
Yeah.
Because you taught me how to sell from the stage, how to close from the stage, how to handle objections from the stage. Such a strategy.
You're one of our ideal client avatars, and I really appreciate you. And I want to thank you.
And Allie, I appreciate that.
I really want to thank you for being so freaking awesome, Dave. You are.
And you never saw it coming, did you?
Nobody ever saw it coming. Oh my God. If you had told me that Nebuchadnezzar Mobile Dave was going to become my ideal client avatar, I would say, you got to be freaking kidding me. This guy wouldn't even sign up for Harvard unless his wife gave him permission. And here he is today. Unbelievable.
I'm Seabiscuit, a horse too short with crippled legs and a jockey who's too large or something.
It's unbelievable. But, look, this is the beauty of life. You have these unexpected experiences where, if you just have faith in people and keep doing what you do, people can pleasantly surprise you. It's a wonderful thing. And I'm so grateful to have you in our lives, Dave. You've been amazing. And
well, I'm grateful to have you in my life. As you know, I have given a lot of money to other people over the years, since really the year 2000. So when I started on my journey of personal development. And, I learned something from each one of them, but each one of them was a stepping stone. And I can't imagine so far anyone else out there who can build upon what you're doing, because you keep elevating yourself. You keep building upon yourself. And there's nobody out there who can keep up with you. So I don't see myself, stepping up to the next Clint Arthur, whoever that may be.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the good news and the bad news is, this is the good news and the bad news for all of us, is that once you go into the realm of TV and you start making these appearances and you add that in with the celebrity attachment and the very important places that we speak and best-selling books and awards, it's very hard for other mentors to offer you anything. What are they going to offer you?
That's true. They can't even come close. And they start to envy me. I remember when Craig was introducing me on his stage. A few of you have heard that who are in his group. And he says, yeah, and he did this and he did that. I mean, he's reading the thing of all the stuff I did. And he says, oh my God, I should be learning from him, he said. And everybody started laughing.
It's not even a joke. It's not a joke. It's the funniest things are said in jest, but I think it's the truest things are said in jest. And that's really true. He could learn from you because he is not evolved, whereas you have.
No, he just does the same old stuff. And that's why, it's just, oh, I've heard that before. No, I got to do it, improve, blah, blah, blah. So we go, and he just shuffled it around. And it's like putting lipstick on a pig. And I'm not calling him a pig by any means. It's just that, you've heard it before. And it's true. You need to hear the same thing over and over and over again. But I've been with him for years, I've heard it all.
I know. And for you, I think really the value of your continued membership in his community. And I think you should continue to be a member. I mean, it's only $1,000, right? You get to go to events and you get to meet new people and you get to be a leader in that community. And,
and he will put me on stage and I will talk about you, because what else can I talk about?
Well, I mean,
you made me who I am. And I got to say that Craig, laid the foundation to make to ease his ego,
It's true, though. It's true. He did lay the foundation. He did get you to write your book and to build your website and to, I mean, I don't know if he had anything to do with your radio show, but
yeah, he did.
He got you to be ready to the point where you were able to screw on enough cojones to actually ask your wife if you could go speak at Harvard with Suzanne Summers.
That was funny.
It's true. It's true. And luckily, she's a smart lady.
You had vision enough to peg me out and say, hey, go ahead and sign. Give me the check. And if it doesn't work out, I'll rip it all up.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people you tell that to.
Not a lot. Most people are like Olga. They're like, yeah, sign me up. And then the husband is like, if there's a husband involved or if there's a wife involved, usually they'll come around. But, most people are like Olga was, or like Margaret Emily was. They're just like in. They're just in. Because, we have a lot of successful people in our community. It's not a beginner community like Craig's community is.
True. Craig is a beginner community.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being a beginner, and there's nothing wrong. And there's nothing wrong with you continuing to be one of the heroes and leaders of that community of beginners, because you're going to help a lot of people with your example.
Yeah.
And
that's what his group's about. Everybody helping everybody. Not everyone's just taking, they're giving too.
You never know who you're going to meet in that thing.
And I met great people. As you know, 15 or 16 of them are in your group now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, look, Dave, if you hadn't been here and doing all this stuff, we never could have gotten to mega profit gas station.
Better write that down.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Mega profit gas.
Mega profit gas station. Where's Mike?
Maybe it's even just mega profit gas.
Yeah. Mega profit gas.
Yeah, mega profit gas.
MPG.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And I'm sure you got 100 ways to add profitability to your station, right?
Sure. 100 ways.
Right? I'm sure you got 20 ways to get more traffic to your pumps. I'm sure you got 25 ways to add margin to every gallon of gas you sell. See? And if you don't have them, I'm sure you could come up with them with some creativity by making something out of nothing. That's exactly what we're doing here, folks. We're making something out of nothing. There is no mega profit gas. We're just inventing it right now. I'm sure you could come up with 25 ways to increase the profitability and margin of your coffee bar. Boom.
That's a whole chapter.
That's right. It's a book. It's a training course.
Nobody's got a
seminar. It's a coaching program.
Yeah.
It's a mastermind of gas station owners. And where is that mastermind of the diamonds going to happen? Ta-da!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going to be bringing down 12 diamonds at a time to here as part of what they get. And you're going to go on an international gas station, uh, I don't know, field trip to see how Mexican gas stations are doing it, even with their higher labor costs, due to the fact that they are required to have people pumping the gas for the customers. And yet they're still profitable anyway. See what I mean?
Sometimes you make it.
Something out of nothing. That's what we do, folks. And what did I do for Dave? All I really did was expanded on what I'm already doing for me and for you guys. That's all. Not reinventing the wheel. Just swipe and deploy. Or, as women like to say, take it and twist it. Just take and twist. That's all. I like swipe and deploy. But take and twist works for me too. Good. Wow. Olga, do you have a clip also? Yes. Good. Very good. Oh my goodness.
I just looked at Olga. She is amazing.
I know, right?
She doesn't look like the same Olga I know.
I know. It's like new Olga. I'm telling you. This is new glamour Olga.
You're not naked, Olga, right? You've got something there.
Yeah. She's got a nude shirt on.
Oh.
Well, unfortunately, this is my yoga hair and my yoga shirt, and I just, run into.
You look so much younger too. I think you shaved off 15 years.
It's a good look. Yeah, very good.
You're a hit, Olga. Use it.
Yeah. It's very good. Look, if you want,
and I'm not naked. This is not naked. That's a shirt.
Look, there's real advantages for women. I've never really talked about this before, but if you watch Lucille Ball would never have her hair down. Lucille Ball, especially as she got older, Lucy, I Love Lucy.
Oh, I love her,
yeah. She got older, she would tie her hair up tight in a ponytail like that. Why? It stretches her skin up, gives you an instant facelift, and takes weight off and makes you look younger and hotter. So it's real. Is that real? Yeah, it's real. It's 100% real. So
Oleg hates all the ponytails. It's just like when I'm wearing ponytail, he's like, "What's up? What's wrong with you?"
Well, who are you going to listen to? Clint or your husband? I mean, really, the choice is obvious. All right. Let's see. Did Rebecca ever come back? Yes, she's back.
I'm here.
All right, good.
But I'm about ready. I was just about to say I'm going to have to go because I got to get my dad
you're not
in
going
bed.
anywhere. You finally have gotten on TV, and we're going to watch the clip. Why don't you put the link in the chat, please?
Okay, hold on. I sent it to you via text, but I guess I'll put it in the chat because, hold on. Clint and Allie, there we are. Copy. Go back to Zoom.
Is that a picture of her?
And paste.
Go ahead, talk.
That apparently is my tender picture, right?
No, that's her. There you go. Now put the link in the chat. Oh, very good.
I just did.
Very good. All right. I'm going to share this.
Coming back around.
Forget the expensive treatments and serums. Let's get back to basics, shall we? We talked with the doctor about the secrets to your American skin. That's next. We are dealing with some sunny, beautiful weather. So, of course, as the sunshine comes and the hot weather comes, we want to make sure we're taking care of our skin.
I can barely hear it.
younger. So we've seen the gadgets in the gimmicks and all the expensive serums that claim to rejuvenate our skin. But what really works when it comes to keeping our skin youthful and healthy? Dr. Rebecca Hunton is an integrated.
Hold on, you could barely hear it, you guys.
That time I
Yeah.
couldn't hear anything. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Microphone. She looks awesome though. That's what I hear.
She's smiling.
Lighting is good. Lighting is good. Of course, Lauren was like mucky with everything just up
Oh,
until
yeah?
time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Share sound. All right, that should do it. We'll take it back here.
We are dealing with some sunny,
That better?
beautiful weather. So, of course,
Yeah.
as the sunshine comes and the hot weather comes, we want to make sure we're taking care of our skin. And there's ways to keep us looking younger. So we've seen the gadgets and the gimmicks and all the expensive serums that claim to rejuvenate our skin. But what really works when it comes to keeping our skin youthful and healthy? Dr. Rebecca Hunton is an integrative and family medicine specialist here with old secrets for younger looking skin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being. Oh, yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, when I was about 30, I looked at my grandma and I noticed that she had this amazing skin. I think it was the first time I really looked at her. And that sent me straight to her vanity.
Okay, let's stop right here. So what went wrong, Rebecca?
So they had told me that when I came on to just jump in to start going. So I was like thrown off when we both talked at the same time.
But that's not what went wrong, because you did not just jump in, you paused.
Oh.
Okay, listen again to what happens.
But what really works when it comes to keeping our skin youthful and healthy? Dr. Rebecca Hunton is an integrative and family medicine specialist here with old secrets for younger looking skin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being. Oh, yes, go ahead.
There you go. That was enough of a pause.
Okay, I get it.
Okay?
Thank you.
I mean, this is what happened to me on the Today Show. Everybody goes, good morning, and I wasn't quick enough. I had to say good morning. Like, I started to say good morning, but everyone was saying good morning at the same time.
Oh, sorry. My
Everybody good?
iPad fell over. Yeah.
I started to say good morning, and everybody started to say good morning at the same time, and I had to say good morning a second time because I was late on the good morning, because New York good mornings are like milliseconds. Yeah, you got to say it.
Okay.
You got to pause. Hey, good morning. It's so great to be with you, because when I was a little girl, 30 years old, I remembered my grandmother and how amazing her skin looked, and this is what I got to share with you today. See, just boom, right into it. No. And by the way, why weren't you on a coaching call with me the night before you did this?
I couldn't be.
Well,
I would have loved to be. Loved to have been. My dad's blood sugar is plunged. Well, number one, we didn't have anything scheduled. Number two, I've been dealing with my dad's blood sugar going too low. That's a whole other.
Scheduling with Clint is as easy as saying, hey, I'm on TV tomorrow. What time can we connect?
What time can we connect? Yeah.
That's it. Just send me a text. I do not miss. I have never missed one. And
okay,
you know, Olga,
I will make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Olga was so wishing that she wasn't going to be on TV that she also blew off her coaching call. Yeah. You know, I know.
I wasn't wishing I wasn't going to be on there. I was just like,
Olga, I didn't say you were, but I said Olga was. Olga was wishing something was, Olga was wishing there was going to be a tornado that knocked out the TV station in South Texas, so she wouldn't have to go on. Okay, let's continue.
I was going to say, when I was about 30, I looked at my grandma and I noticed that she had this amazing skin. I think it was the first time I really looked at her. And that sent me straight to her vanity.
I tell you what, girlie, your lighting is a little bit blown out, but your skin does look amazing. That's what? That Alex says that's part of why it looks so great. You always look good, but when the lighting is blowing you out, you don't see any wrinkles at all. But I don't think you have wrinkles. I think I think if we had, I would like to see better lighting from you.
To say, what are the secrets, Grandma? And that's where these are going to come from. The first one we looked at was her makeup. Now, she was loyal.
Fantastic. I love it. I love it. What we heard there was just a brief story. When I was 30 years old, I looked at my grandmother's skin. I was like, wow, you have great skin. What are your secrets, Grandma? And that's what we're going to talk about today. The first secret is makeup. This is fantastic. Just a brief little story and then right into tip number one. Really good, Rebecca.
A brand, and when I looked at the ingredients, it had zinc oxide in it, and I was already using zinc oxide for my baby's bum. You know, it's the diaper rash, and
Nice.
I wasn't going to invest in the expensive makeup, but I started mixing a little bit of it on the back of my hand with my other products and moisturizer, and I've been doing that since I was in my early 30s.
That is a good tip because I have plenty. I have a 16-month-old. I have plenty of diaper rash cream.
Wow, that was a good tip. Wow, nice, very nice. Host is like, oh, wow, I could do that. I got that at home. I don't even have to spend any money. My husband's not even going to be mad at me for spending money.
I might use some of that daily now. All right, so what's next? What can we do?
So she shared with me that when she was young, she and her sisters would make scrubs. You know, when they were younger, they used salt and oil, and it was great for blemishes. And she said, and especially around the monthly time. And it dries the skin out, exfoliates. Now, as she got a little bit older, more in my age group, she swapped out the salt for the sugar because sugar is more gentle for dry and aging skin. So I brought, this is my brown sugar scrub. I blended it with a little bit of almond oil this time. Usually I use coconut oil, but coconut oil gets solid at room temperature, so you have to put it in your hand and warm it up. But it's great at giving your face a glow.
That's a great idea.
Oh, I love it. And so does the host. That's a great idea. I love how you, if you could have just held it up a little longer to the camera so we could just take a more solid look at it for just a moment more, that would be better. Please hold the prop still in front of the camera for 3 seconds so that we get a nice clean look at what you're talking about. Let's continue.
Yeah, and that's something that we all have at home. All right.
And by the way, fantastic smile reset, fantastic listening while smiling. You look amazing. And, you know, I think you should probably say, you know, when I was like 25, because honestly, you look super young in this video.
Well, wait till you see when she reveals my age.
You look super young in this video.
So you have cleansing as well as creaming. What are those two things?
Well, the cleansing, she said, never go to bed with a dirty face. You know, in her age group and in that time frame, Ivory soap was her go-to, and it's mine too.
Okay.
Now, creaming, I was like, Grandma, creaming? And it turns out, if you ever watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, that first episode where she hops out of bed, runs to the bathroom, and does all her routine and comes back to bed with her face all with white paste on it.
Yeah.
That was my grandma. It made me laugh out loud for real with the ponds. Now, it really isn't about ponds, it's about moisturizing. And back to that baby with the diaper rash, the pediatric dermatologist had also recommended Cetaphil at the time. So I've used this for 20 some years, mixing it with my zinc oxide on the back of my hand to put on my face. And it's been amazing and not expensive.
All right. I love how.
Oh, I love it. Amazing and not expensive. That's the magic words right there. Michelle's going to love this. Seriously, this is fantastic.
Every product you gave us, we either already have at home or they're super easy to get at any store or drugstore. And we can definitely do it. And you're almost 60 years old and look how perfect you are. You have great skin.
Well, I'm wearing that zinc oxide right now, so it does give yourself a little bit of a glow.
All right.
I love it.
I'm going to try the zinc. I mean, I have plenty of diaper rash cream for my son. I'm going to try it. I will let you know how that works out for me. I'm a little scared, but I can do it. And I see you. You look great. Thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Rebecca Hunton, and we will see you soon.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right.
Wow. You know, I've ripped people apart on their first appearances many times, but I'm not ripping you apart.
The Wall Street Journal.
Jesus, that was really awesome.
So on on their website, they kept going. Do you know what I mean? If you go to the website link on Fox 40, and the weatherman comes in, and it's like, don't look at my skin, Dr. Hutton, don't look at my skin. And I'm like, what's your skincare routine? He's like, I wash my face when it's dirty, you know, but when you buy the clip, you don't get that piece. I thought it was pretty funny. It was pretty
Where is
funny.
that clip? On the Fox 40 website?
Yeah, I can send that to you. I can send it also. Do you want me to do that? But I mean, it's just the end of it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, Rebecca Hunton on Fox 40. Let's see. Dr. Scher's
I
tip
wish
for-
I had, yeah, I wish they had that on this too.
All right, let's see if I can grab it for you. 4 megs. Let's see if that's it.
I got a Google alert on my name. That's how I found that one. So
Yeah, isn't that
that's
great?
a tip. If you don't have a Google alert on your name, you need one.
Yeah. This must be what Davis was talking about. It's not easy to grab these clips. Yep. Not easy to grab these clips.
How do you get the Google alert on your name?
You go to Google and you type in Google Alert, and then you follow the instructions for getting a Google Alert. How's that?
So I have my businesses and my personal name on Google Alert. And so anytime anybody mentions my business, my trademarks, my personal name, I get an email.
Oh,
Oh, this is the
So when you said Michelle's gonna love that, this was Taylor. You mean
hold on.
LA?
LA, yeah. It's fantastic.
And there's ways to keep us looking younger. So we've seen the gadgets and the gimmicks and all the expensive serums that claim to rejuvenate our skin. But what really works when it comes to keeping our skin youthful and healthy? Dr. Rebecca Hunton is an integrative and family medicine specialist here with old secrets for younger looking skin. Good morning. Good morning.
All right, well.
Race to save. Race in now for supercharged savings, like a $169 a month lease on Civic, boldly delivering up to 42 mpg.
I don't know. What you could do is you could go back to tvvideoclips.com and say, hey, could you please give me the whole clip, including when I'm doing banter with the anchor? Okay?
Yeah, that's what Dana Lamb just put in the chat. So I will do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And any teasers that there might be.
Yeah.
And say,
So
hey, look, and say to them, hey, look, I'm one of Clint Arthur's people. He sends a lot of people to you. Please, Clint asked you to please take care of me and all of us by giving us teasers and any additional banter that might be going on. Okay?
I will do that. The last one was common sense. And so she didn't let me do that. She cut me, you know, we went to the weather and everything, but I want to run it by you in case it comes up and I have the time for the other one. I said, and so the next one would be, and my grandmother always told me the only reason a woman would purse her lips is for a kiss. And she was very against smoking and straws. And if she was here today, she would say, don't drink out of that water bottle because that gives you the fine lines around your lips.
Oh, wow. I never heard that before and I like it.
So that was, if they had done the next one, that was what I would say.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. So Rebecca, what is your takeaway from this? I mean, you know.
Don't pause in the beginning after you say good morning.
Yeah,
you know?
okay, but there's a bigger takeaway here because, you know, it took us a long time to get you on your first TV appearance, right?
Yeah, well, yes, a whole year if you count from when I first did Celebrity Launchpad till now. Yeah, it
what
did.
was holding you back? Why did it take so long?
From last year to this year, or from here to from this one to this one.
Last
I mean,
year?
last year I flew out and I just disengaged for the next 3 months,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, I really did. Yeah, with my dad. This one to being on TV, I came back to a very rough reentry with my dad. And so as soon as I could, I started doing the emails and I started doing everything I needed to do as soon as I could. I was a day off, so I was like Wednesday instead of Tuesday, it was Friday instead of Thursday. I know you guys have do it this day, this day, this day. Like I automated some emails to go out this morning, you know, on some segments. So I've got that automated going forward. I feel really comfortable with this segment. I actually feel more comfortable with this than the celebrity one.
Yeah.
I had another company, but then the producers copied me back, and then I told the record to respond because it was still in the case.
Oh, yeah. Then there was the whole part about how the producer at Fox 40 replied to you and you didn't even see the email, right?
Oh, I was seeing patients. Yeah, I didn't see the email.
If it wasn't for Allie, who was CC'd on the email because you're titanium, you would have missed this.
I would have seen it. I would have been delayed. I saw it about the same time Allie texted me, but you're right. It being titanium is key. If anybody's doing Celebrity Launchpad, you got to do the titanium 100%. And coming forward, when I get the chance to renew or whatever, I will be titanium again.
Okay.
You know, 100% for sure.
Hey,
Because especially with me, with like my other world, like when I'm in with the patient, I got to be 100% present. I'm not getting the emails. I'm just not.
yeah.
We need to comprise something for Michelle, including all that stuff.
I'd like her to do a couple more appearances with this segment. There's no timely, you know, there's no timely element to this segment. I'd like you to do it a few more times if possible and
Uh-huh.
get more comfortable doing these things and work out the lighting so that it's perfect.
Okay. So
Okay.
absolutely. I was supposed, we were trying to do a studio and the studio was booked. And so that is Lauren's condo with, I own a bunch of lights, but it was me and Lauren kind of trying to make it happen.
Okay, well, did you do like Zoom to Zoom? Was Lauren, like, did you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to
She
make
liked, I mean, to be honest, Lauren thought I looked great. She loved it. She would be like, I think she doesn't look blown out. Her skin looks amazing, you know, so
all right.
you know how Lauren is.
I would take it down a little bit, but yeah, she's pretty
We
good.
can, they all the LEDs, the Diva lights and stuff, they are all on a thing. And maybe, absolutely, I will commit the next segment. We will get on with the lights and we will play with the dimmers and make the lighting perfect.
Good. I say at Celebrity Launchpad that these producers will help you to find your true message. This may be your true message. I don't know.
I don't know if it's my true message. It's just, it's an easy one because it's a story I know versus these secrets that I put together.
You keep doing this segment the way you did it, holding up that bar of ivory soap, you're going to be a freaking ivory girl. And that is going to pay you 6 figures. And that'll be good.
To do magazine spots.
Yeah, I mean, that could blow you up right there. But if you're just out there promoting ivory soap with your beautiful skin at almost age 60, they're going to see that. You should, in fact, you should send that to Ivory. You should send that to you should call
Unilever.
up Ivory and find out, hey, who's in charge of the marketing department? Because I'm a doctor and I use Ivory and I've been talking about it on TV and I thought you might like to see what I've been saying about ivory soap on TV.
Okay.
Send them that and maybe we can turn that into a sponsorship for you or, you know, a whole new career as an Ivory Girl model, which will have.
So one of my patients who's he invests in incubators now. He's an ex-venture capitalist, whatever. He actually reached out to me on phone today after I put it on Facebook. He's like, we are going to make a ton of money with this. So he's like, when I get back into town, because he's in New York right now, he's like, we're going to private label some stuff and we are going to have some fun. I have no idea what
That sounds awesome. You know, what that sounds like
Who
is
knows?
Dr. Rebecca's skincare secrets, you know? It's a whole line of skincare custom formulated with your secret ingredients, which are inexpensive. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what he has to say when he comes in town, but it was very flattering that he reached out.
It's awesome. And that's what celebrity's supposed to do. I talk about unexpected opportunities that you get from going on TV. That's one of them.
So did I pass? Did I do okay?
You
I
did
was like, oh
amazing.
my God.
You did amazing. You know, I've ripped people apart on their first appearances. Like maybe, like I might be ripping Olga apart just now. So stick around and maybe you'll see.
I'll stick around. I'm gonna walk away, but I'll have my headphones on, okay? And Olga, you look glamorous and amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And Lauren's gonna be so jealous.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Hunted. Great job. Really great job. Really. Let's go to, where's Olga? I need your segment in the chat, Olga. The moment of truth has arrived. Okay, she'll tell us the story once she's got the clip in the chat. I can load it. It's taking a long time for her to put it in the chat. She's worried. Yes, she's worried, folks.
While we're waiting, Clint, so I was writing down all the stuff you wrote. I should probably get the recording. But was it mega profits and gas, or was the P
Mega profit gas?
Mega profit gas?
Yep. And the live event is called Mega Profit Gas Live.
Live?
Yeah.
Thanks.
MPG, Mega Profit Gas. Okay, I just put it down. All right. There it is. Olga couldn't bring herself to put it in the chat. Allie had to put it in the chat for her because Olga's so worried about actually having done a TV appearance. Let's see.
God bless Allie.
Yeah, tell us the story, Olga. What happened? Unmute yourself and tell us what happened.
Well, what happened? Everything went wrong that could possibly go wrong on that day.
Of course.
And of course, you know, and so basically just, you know, there were two people actually calling me, and that was a little bit confusing. They were calling from the same station, so I got a little bit confused. And then finally I was like, okay, that's one girl, that's the other one. I separated them. The guy wanted me to do Spanish, and he was like, find somebody who can do Spanish. I'm like, well, I don't have anybody who can speak Spanish like right now. And he's like, well, don't you speak Spanish? I'm like, no, I don't speak Spanish. And I wish, you
next
know,
time, Olga, just call me.
Well, I wish, you know, that was the moment where I was like, okay, I wish I would have spoken more languages, and Spanish would be one of them, right? So anyway, I've had to real quickly put everything together, and the girl was like texting me and telling me like, we will get with you. And they had problems with the reception. They couldn't find the, like, you know, the time, they couldn't get the connection, they couldn't do that and these. And it was just like, you know, I was so hectic though. So finally, both of them were like, can we do it at 3? I'm like, well, I can do only one thing at a time. So since the guy was looking for Spanish, he was like, that's fine, we'll just do it next time since you don't have anybody speaking Spanish. And I did it with the girl. So when the girl came in, you know, I put all my camera and everything, and she's like, oh, you got to flip it on the side, sideways.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. And I completely, and I was like, okay, I don't remember, because I remember you specifically telling us which way to put the, like, you know, if it's an iPad or iPhone. And I was like, okay, I hope it's vertical. Well, it was horizontal.
Yeah.
And what horizontal does, let me tell you, it actually expands the whole freaking view of on the camera. So instead of when you do the vertical, it just, you know, whatever you see is, it's narrow. And when you flip it, it just like, whoa, you know, so, and I wasn't ready for that. So I had to turn the camera and just, you know, and it get off the angle. And of course, you know, but I'm glad that I did it. It was I think the whole process getting to it was more nervous. And then of course, the girl, oh my God, she didn't have my script in front of her. So she was doing she started asking questions. She remembered only 3 questions. Then after that, I had to jump in and do it
Yeah.
continue on my own.
I
So
told you, these people are not even qualified to ask you any questions. They don't care. They're not qualified. They know nothing about your topic. They know nothing about your segment. This girl was actually the weather girl.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, when I looked at the clip, I was like, well, she did pretty good thing with it, something out of nothing.
Well, let's take a look at Olga Voloshyna's debut appearance on, what is this? Is it ABC, NBC, any idea? It's ABC. ABC, Rio Grande Valley, Texas.
If your home was among those damaged, there are some things you'll want to make sure you do. Here's Channel 5's Tanvi Verma.
This neighborhood in Donna, just one of the many that saw considerable damage from the overnight storms. And if your home was one of them, the CEO of Texas company TWH Remodeling and Construction says.
The CEO of what company? Texas company, TWH Construction. Local hook. Very important. Let's continue.
Make sure you file insurance claims as soon as possible.
You pay a lot of money to your insurance company every year, and that is to protect yourself from, those unexpected damages and expenses.
Voloshyna says it may seem cheaper to do the work yourself, but keep in mind it will be hard to get your insurance to cover damages without documentation.
It is always important to hire a professional restoration company or remodeling company who will be able to document and estimate all of those damages.
She says you should also get all of this done as soon as possible so you can get your hands on your money.
The rest of the money will be coming only when you provide all of the professional builders or restore invoices and estimates.
Now you look fantastic. You're really doing great. Why are you not looking into the camera? Did they tell you where to look?
No, and she was not even there. It was just a little picture of her.
Okay, so why weren't you looking at the lens instead of off the camera?
I didn't know where to look. I guess I just, got lost because she told me to flip the thing and this and that, and I was like, so where do I have to look?
You have to look at the camera. Point at the camera right now.
End of the camera.
And I thought I did, but apparently I didn't.
Point at the camera right now, Olga, and talk. Talk.
I don't see myself. Hold on. I think I don't see myself.
You don't need to see yourself. Just point at the camera.
Okay.
And talk.
I think the camera is here, right?
Yeah, and you should be
right there.
You should be looking right where you're pointing. See what I'm doing right now? I'm talking, I'm pointing, and I'm looking where I'm pointing. You see that?
So right there?
Lower.
There?
Yeah, there you go. And now talk.
Yeah.
See, well, that threw me off a little bit when she had a tiny bitty little picture of hers, and that's all that came up. I didn't see myself, how I looked, and which is fine. But I just got a little bit,
Hey, you look great, but you need to look at the camera like I'm looking at the camera now.
Next time.
Yeah, on my laptop, there's a green light. I'm just looking at the green light, but you need to figure out where is the camera and look at the camera. Let's continue.
Yeah, provide all of the professional builders or restore invoices and estimates.
Voloshyna cautions against making repairs in your home that you're not experienced at doing, because if you create additional damage and then try to file an insurance claim, she says it could end badly.
When the storm comes, they might want to try to add the damage or even create more damage to their property, which is, in our world and in the world of our law enforcement people, it's called insurance fraud.
Voloshyna says the most important thing to do is keep records of the damage before and after. That means right now you should start taking pictures of your roof and your house so you can compare it to potential damages that may occur. Tanvi Verma, Channel 5 News.
Hey, that's fantastic. This segment is awesome, and you should be sending that out to every TV station in Texas. There's a lot of little ones, and you should be on all of them. And you should send it out if you want any more business. I know you guys are swamped with business and that you don't want to take any more business, but if you need more
That's
business.
one of my files. See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Just one. And I have about 50 of those.
Yeah, and if you ever need more business, this is a great thing to send out to every prospect as soon as any storm hits. As soon as any storm hits. Did you download this? Because this is a link from their station. Is this on your YouTube channel, Olga?
Well, I don't know how to do that, how to download it. I was trying to do that. I have a link. I texted it to myself and I emailed it to myself, but I wasn't sure how to actually download it.
Got to get these clips right away. What I do is I use these, here it is. This looks like it might be it. I use these
YouTube converters.
They're Flash video plugins for Chrome. That's what they're called. Flash video plugins for Chrome. Let's see if I can get it.
There's a lot of
If you're
storms
home
in
with a-
Texas right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're nonstop. Nonstop.
Yeah, they're nonstop storms. What?
If she were actually interviewed by a real reporter, like they would have her look to the other side. They would probably
I'm not worried about that, okay? It is what it is. This is just one little TV appearance, okay? Now, do I want her to do better in the future? Yeah, of course I want you to do better in the future. This is just one little TV appearance. That's all this is.
Among those damaged, there are some.
But
And I did like it the way, that the way it turned out, because I'm able to see all of the, mistakes and what needs to be corrected.
yeah, it's really good, Olga. It's really, really good. I would say if it was bad, right? The only thing you did wrong was you weren't looking at the camera. And that's okay. It's not fatal. It's just something that you'll do better on next time. That's all. Now tell me, I know you had a lot of nerves going into this. You really were, it took us a long time to get you on TV. Why was that? And how do you feel now?
Well, of course, it's because we're just, overwhelmed with all of these storms and all of this work that we have.
Wow.
But it really took me, 5 minutes to get on that. And I was done and I was able to get back to whatever, normal business I was doing. And it's just
no big deal. Just a quick interview, right?
Yeah.
You should be doing these all the time, Olga. Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Her camera, her laptop, whatever she's talking to now, is at the right height, but in the film, it was looking up. It was looking up her nose. So next time, a little higher, I think.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. No. It was like I said, because she came in and she was like, "Oh, you need to flip your iPad." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So and that's what basically just
You
messed
might
the
want to get a little what do they call those, tripods for the camera? They're just little things so that you can adjust the height.
Well, I had one for the phone and I had it all set up, but for some reason it just, I decided to go off the iPad the very last minute, and that's what happened. So, yep.
Well, look, you did really great. Honestly, you did really great.
Yeah.
And, I don't know why it took so long, but hopefully we'll see a lot more appearances. I'm telling you, send this out to go on my Rolodex. You know where my personal Rolodex is in the members area?
Yes.
Go in there, find, you know how to find, you do like Apple F or whatever it is, Command F to find, type in the letters TX for Texas, and send it out to every Texas station there is and say, hey guys, lots of storms going on. I'd love to help your audience.
Okay.
Yeah. And anywhere else there's storms. Yeah, you did fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's your advice to other people based on what you've learned now?
Well, I think the more you do, just, you know, that's the only way to get better, because if you don't do it, you don't know how bad or how good you are.
You got to do it. You got to play to win. You got to actually show up on TV if you want to be a celebrity. I mean, and look at the celebrity glamour transformation you've already undergone from one little appearance on one little Texas station. Let's get you on a lot more shows, and then we can really make some progress. Okay?
All right.
Okay, good. All right. All right. Thank you. I want to go to one more. We got Amy Duffy, Dr. Amy Duffy on Fox 40. Are you here, Amy? Are you around? Come on up here. Come on up here while this advertisement plays. Come on down. Let's see here. Share my screen. Yay, look at her, Sharon. All right, there we are over here. All right, now how many appearances have you done since your Celebrity Launchpad, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
I had 2 and 1 on Friday.
So this is your third appearance in 2 weeks.
This is the second one. I have one scheduled in 2 days.
Oh, one more to happen on Friday. Okay, great. Let's see here. Get some audio.
Dr. Amy Duffy is the founder of
Let's see what they say.
And to find ways to improve the way we live. Dr. Amy Duffy is the founder of Carolina Integrative Medicine, here with tech gadgets for Women's Health Week. Dr. Duffy, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you. It is my pleasure.
I think this is really important and timely also, not just because it's Women's Health Week, but also because of the pandemic. So many of us were forced to stay away from the doctor, right? And try to...
All right, I want to stop here. I want to say great job on the framing. See, you don't have too much or too little space above your head. And you're not just like me down here at the bottom of the screen. You got your head pretty nicely centered on there. So that's good. Let's continue.
Provide healthcare for ourselves in our own home. And these tech gadgets are some of what women can use at home to make sure that they're still healthy and okay. So let's just run down.
And I like how you're smiling while you're listening, and you got a big, beautiful smile, and you look so amazing on TV. Yep.
List of them. Let's start with the Aura Ring. This is new. What does it do?
Okay. So the Aura Ring, I'm actually wearing mine right now.
Oh, wow.
And it,
okay.
All right, give me a big so.
So.
So the Aura Ring, yes. All right, I would just say, hey, I love the Aura Ring. I'm wearing it right now. I wear it all the time. This thing is amazing. Okay.
Fantastic. You can see inside the little tech, you know, it's got monitors in there. So it measures your heart rate, your temperature, your sleep, and your movement. So,
okay, I like that ring holding. Let's see the ring. Here's the ring. There you can see the tech inside the ring. See that? Try to hold it still as you can for a few seconds as you're talking. Okay? All right, good. Let's continue.
it keeps up with everything and it gives you a readiness score. So my readiness score this morning was 91. So I know I'm going to kill it today. It's awesome.
Okay, that's great. And with a ring comes a beautiful pendant and a necklace to go with it. I love it because it's just stuff that is, it's not difficult to use. It's just stuff that we could wear and then at the same time track our health.
Exactly. So this Harmony pendant, let me get closer to you.
Okay.
You can see it.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful piece of jewelry, and its job is to block EMF, or electronic magnetic frequencies, that we're so exposed to with all of our tech gadgets that we have. So it just kind of reduces that stress on your body, gives you more energy, better rest, sleep. It's fantastic as well.
So from monitoring our sleep.
I think we're going to change your name from Dr. Amy to Dr. Baby, because you're such a babe on this thing. Jesus. Seriously, right? She's like Dr. Baby, Dr. Hot Stuff. Jesus. Like it. Yeah, good.
And our stress to monitoring our heart. There's an EKG monitoring device that we could just keep at home with us?
Yep, let me show you this one.
Okay.
So this is an app that connects to your phone, and the little sensors are super easy. Looks just like this, and you put your fingers on there. And just like if you were in the ER getting an EKG, It gives you a beautiful reading and you can keep track of that. You can also share it with people, so you can share it with your doctor.
So much tech we're bringing into our home.
This is so great. Look at her smiling after every talk. She listens with a smile. And you know, here's the thing. I think your computer is a little too close to you, just a little, maybe 6 inches. Yeah, because this is the second time we're having an issue with the lower third, and it's because your head is a little too big on the screen. So just push your laptop back about 6 inches, and I think that'll help you. And make it higher, okay? And that'll hopefully allow you to have a more natural appearance. Let's continue.
From an EKG now to a glucose monitor.
Yes, so if you've ever seen the little white patches that people wearing on their arms.
Give you another so. So if you've ever seen. So if you've ever seen those little white patches, yeah.
It's a continuous glucose monitor, and it gives you a little device like this that gives you a reading almost instantaneously. Again, connects to your phone and an app, so you can see.
Hold on a second. She just said that wasn't the real device, that it wasn't the real one, so I didn't want to hold it up. Like anybody's gonna know. Nobody knows.
Immediately, you're eating a donut compared to an omelet for breakfast, what that looks like on your blood sugar, and helps you keep track so you can make changes nicely.
Okay, this is all fantastic. Keeping us and making sure we're healthy on the inside, but I like to make sure that I'm keeping myself healthy on the outside as well. I love to go to the spa, although I never can get to it because I don't have enough time, but there's a way to bring the spa to us at home.
There is. So this is a Lumiere laser. Let me show you this. And then it's got light. So it's got infrared light, and then it's got a microcurrent on this side. And you can do your own facelift and facial right from home. It is absolutely fantastic.
Okay, sign me up. Where can I get that? And all the gadgets that you just showed us.
So you can go to my website, carolinaintegrativemedicine.com. All of them also have their own website. So you can go to numiere.com. auraring.com.
Sure.
You can visit and get more information about any of
great.
it.
Dr. Amy Duffy with Carolina Integrative Medicine, thanks so much for being with us this week for Women's Health Week and the tech gadgets that are going to keep us healthy. Thanks so much. Take care.
Hey, that was really great.
This is the look of a woman.
Can't believe it. Have we gone over this? What about dramy.com? You look at that? I have Amy Duffy MD. Yes. Did you ever look at dramy.com? When? Go down. DRAIMEE, right?
Amy Duffy MD is what I have.
How about Amy MD?
Yeah, we'll have to build a new website.
How hard is that? Amy, look what you could get. Can you believe she could get that? Just amymd.com.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a wow.
Go, go, go. That's fabulous. Oh my gosh.
amymd.com. That's pretty damn good. Because you want to be Dr. Amy, just go to amymd.com. AIMEMD.com. AIMEMD.com. Yeah. Hey, what have you learned?
Oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff. It's getting easier every time. I mean, I've only done 2, but it's just very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's getting easier.
This was great.
Here over and over again, just made it. It's just easy.
Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. Yeah. Oh, good. I'll get to be in studio with you for an in-person appearance. I love that. Okay. Hey, there you go. Great job, Dr. Amy. Wonderful. All right. We're going to go to one more clip. We got Paul Neb. What the heck is going on with Paul Nebb? Where are you, Paul?
Well, this week we are honoring first responders in
Where are you now, man?
New Jersey.
How come we don't see you? What do we like?
You should see me.
There you go. You were being 107, not showing your face, just showing your cowboy boots. Or what are we looking at here, Paul? Paul, unmute it, baby. You're muted. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
With the News 12 New Jersey this morning in person. They came into the first aid station. We actually have two segments with them. This first one here you're going to see is something he kind of threw on me the night before, was to talk about heat emergencies and how to avoid them. So I set up props, I set up my whole segment, and then, you know, as usual, talked about 1/3 of the segment.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. How'd you get this News 12 New Jersey? How'd you get it?
I'm friends with the reporter, and for the year or so, he's been stalking me, and I've been sending him messages on Facebook telling him let's do something, and then finally I had a hook that got him. You know, it's a hyper station, hyper local rather. So, you know, having something that local community based.
All right, good. Well, let's take a look at Paul Nebb on New Jersey News 12.
And they are often the front lines of saving lives. With the weather warming up, these volunteers have to be ready for all sorts of emergencies. News 12 New Jersey's Jim Murdoch is at the Morganville First Aid in Monmouth County with some of those volunteers right there with you.
Good morning. That's right. Yeah, these are the guys, and there's also quite a few volunteer women out there saving lives on the front lines. And just to give you folks at home an idea of how busy they are here in Morganville, it's not a...
Hey guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear the audio. And what about you, Olga? Can you hear the audio? Yes. So I don't know what's up, Dave, but everybody can hear the audio. Let's continue.
Big community, but in 2020, they responded to 960 calls, a combination of 16,000 volunteer hours put in. And we're joined by one of those volunteers right now, Paul Nebb, 17 years on the squad here. And today, temperatures could hit 90 degrees in some spots. Not a lot of humidity, but that means calls for heat-related illnesses could be on the rise. What do you notice? What do you first look for when you arrive on scene to one of those calls?
Yeah, so anyone with a heat-related emergency, likely going to have a elevated high body temperature, possibly becoming pale, feeling warm, a little dizzy, a little out of it. And those are definitely some signs of a heat emergency.
Now, it doesn't have to be 100 degrees out there. You could be in the direct sun today and start to feel overcome, especially early in the year. Talk about that if you wouldn't mind.
You know, it's kind of the shock. You know, a lot of us are coming out of winter. We're coming out of, a lot of us coming out of being home for a while, not traveling. And just the sudden shift in body in the weather. You think, oh, I don't need the sunscreen. I don't need to be conscious of time that I'm outside. It's nice. I'm going to go out and enjoy myself, right?
So if you are around somebody who starts to display some of those symptoms, what can they do? I know you have some tools here, but what can somebody around somebody suffering one of these heat-related illnesses do before you men and women get there?
Yeah, so the first thing, obviously, get the victim out of the heating element. Bring them, if you can, to a cold car. If you're outside, under a tree, back in the house, anything, get them out of the heat. Next thing, obviously, get them cooled down. You know, use a towel, use some ice, apply it around the neck to the legs. Try to cool down that body temperature. And if they're able to drink, definitely I recommend drinking Gatorade versus water or anything else. Gatorade, other sports drinks have electrolytes. Obviously, if they can drink, if they're unconscious, you don't want to give them something to drink.
And it's something that can sneak up on you too.
Can come out of the blue. We see all the time, someone's fine 1 minute, and the next minute they're falling out of it.
All right, We'll come back and talk to you guys in the next hour. We're going to have some personal stories of how the first aid squad here in Morganville saved lives. And that's what your job is. None of these folks are getting paid for it. They're here on their own free time to help you folks at home. Paul, thank you so much.
Hey, that was really great, Paul. Allie thinks that's one of your best segments ever. You should send it to Ken Macarone. What do you think? You're muted, baby. Unmute.
Unmute.
There you go.
I the best thing about it was the spontaneity of it, and getting to put my props together. I actually have text back and forth with him. I'm like, so I'm gonna put props together. You like props in your shows? He's like, hell yeah.
Duh. That's awesome, man. That's really great.
He was really happy with the production value afterwards. He said, you give me great production.
Fantastic production value.
We have 3 other segments with him. I don't need to see them now, but my one question though, some of these websites, I downloaded that Flash media player plugin thing.
Yeah.
And it's not picking up the video.
Hey man, you know, you can only do what you can do, right? It says do the best you can. And you know, what else could you do? You could do screen capture, right? You could use, if you had a Macintosh, it would be really easy. All you would do is you would open up QuickTime Player, and then you would do a new screen recording, and boom, you would easily be recording this, okay?
I have a tool for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure something out, or you could just buy it off of.
I don't think they do News 12.
You never know. You never know. But in any case, you'd probably be better off just doing a screen capture, you know, with Camtasia or something like that.
I have a studio.
I'll tell you what else you can do. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. You set up your phone so that your phone is recording your screen, like really as primitively as this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then as long as you're not holding it in your hand, set it up on top of a cup or on a tripod of some kind or on a book. Do whatever you need to do and just capture it on your phone. And that'll be, you know, that's another quick and dirty way to grab it.
Sweet.
Yeah. Well, how many appearances is this for you now, Paul?
I've got a count, but I might be approaching the big milestone.
21?
If we're gonna count the multiple segments on the same show, then yeah, I think I'm there.
Oh, fantastic. We're gonna have to revive the 21 Club. Yeah. All right, great. Now, what's your advice to people who want to grow up and be like Paul Nem, America's hero?
Work hard.
What's the peanut
don't get
in the background there?
Don't give up. It's not always easy. There's moments that you feel like you want to give up, and just don't give up in those moments.
And you fought this like I never saw before. I mean, we were all like, do it, Paul, and you fought him.
So I would say stay positive.
What'd you want to say, Paul?
I said this. I was telling back to
Maggie
that this was a new segment. To Maggie.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about emergency. That's all.
Yeah,
it was so great.
You were fighting being a paramedic, an EMT. That's what you were fighting, being who you are. I mean, Paul, how many years have you been doing IT?
15.
You've been doing EMT longer than you've been doing IT.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'm telling you guys, you have to be who you are. The more you are who you are, the easier it is for you to get on TV. Good. Love it. Great job, Paul. It was really natural. Be sure to put this on be sure to grab it and upload it to your YouTube channel. And what is this on? Is this on their channel? No, it is on your channel.
Fine. I already took that one. There's another one that I was having trouble getting.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I think you're doing great, man. You just got to keep it up. Hey, look, everybody sees me on the Today Show or me on Fox Business Channel. And those are few and far between moments. And you just got to keep going, putting one foot in front of the other until you end up on the shows where you want to end up. It's just that simple. But when you have identified the right persona, which I think being an EMT is a very good persona for you, obviously you've had great success with it. You know, this is half the battle. It gives you the costume. Remember, I say, how are you going to get yourself in a great costume? And how can you get yourself in a segment with a dog? You know, Paul, you need to have the fire department, the firehouse dog with you in the next segment. Really? You need a Dalmatian.
I was going to take my dog, but she ran away.
She ran away?
No, I said she would run away. Because one of my tips, if I were going to do my whole segment, one of the things I was going to say is, don't forget your four-legged friends too.
Yeah.
Get her trained, Paul.
You know, look, I say to you, you want to get on big shows? How can you get in a great costume? How can you have an animal in your segment? And you're right there. You need to get some kind of dog in the segment with you. This is our station house dog. This is our fire station dog, Imelda Marcos, whatever her name is, you know. And advertise that to the TV stations when you're sending out the segment. I mean, you could do this thing on heat sickness, right? You could do this from the station house all the time. Hey, I'm gonna have my truck in the background. I got my stethoscope. I'm wearing my uniform. I even have the station house dog available, and I can do this via Zoom anytime you want. I mean, look what happened to Nisani. He got on a uniform. Nisani stopped wearing a suit and tie and got into his gas station uniform with his hat on and everything. And look what's happening.
So is Allie's recommendation that I just send like, Ken, here's the YouTube link to something I recently did I think you'd like?
No, it's, hey, Ken, here is a great segment I did for New Jersey 12. It's called, what's it called?
Heat-related emergencies.
Yeah, heat-related, on the topic of heat-related emergencies. I'm available to do this from my station house in uniform with my truck in the background and with the fire station dog anytime you need it via Zoom. That's what you got to say.
Okay.
All right.
And it's hot in Texas now, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
And also always put the add in or something similar.
Yeah. Or something simpler or anything you want.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Very good. Great job, Paul. Keep up the great work. Let's go to Laura Temin. She's got her hand politely raised. Did you have a question, Laura Temin? Yeah, you need to unmute. Come on, Laura. You can do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said put your thumb up, and I couldn't find my thumb, so I raised my hand.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Good to hear your voice. We miss you.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm just, silent and invisible.
Yeah, well, what I would prefer is that you were on TV and very visible and sending out your emails. Listen, guys, if you're not getting a response, just keep sending out the email. Don't even ask for a date. Just say, hey, I'm available anytime you need me. As soon as possible, I'd love to appear on your show. And CC Allie so that she can help you. If you're platinum or titanium, CC Allie so she can help you. Okay?
I just had a really good idea after listening to you, Paul, about emergencies. And I was thinking, with mental health emergencies that often with suicidal, where people will threaten, suicide, but not always really meaning that they want to kill themselves. And that might be a good segment and attention getting about, discerning whether somebody's really suicidal.
Well, Suicide Prevention Month is September, so that's a good one for that. Okay? I mean,
Well, good. I have a few more months then, thanks.
yeah, you gotta get timed in for that kind of stuff. Okay? All right, good.
Okie dokie.
Barbara Hales had a question. She wanted to run something by me, Barbara?
I did. Thank you very much. I was thinking of having a segment, 5 steps to get the most from your doctor's visit, and I was wondering if you felt that was captivating enough.
It's almost good. The segment I would prefer would be 5 mistakes to avoid when you go in to see your family doctor.
Okay.
Okay, that's the segment.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah, that's an easy one. What are the 5 mistakes to avoid, Barbara? What's the first mistake to avoid?
Well, let me just write that down so I don't miss it.
5 mistakes to avoid when you see your family doctor.
Okay, so the first mistake would be to come in unprepared.
No, the first mistake is to say the word so when you're starting out the sentence. Now you need to say, so the first mistake is to come in unprepared. Go ahead, say that.
So the first step is the first mistake you could make is to come in unprepared.
What does that mean?
When you go to your doctor's office, you should come with questions that you would like to ask so that you don't forget what
so you get what you need. Make sure you write them down, because a lot of people get nervous when they go to the doctor and they forget why they're even there, and they forget to ask the important questions like, why do I have this symptom? Or how come this is happening to me? Or why do I have blood in my urine? Or how come I can't sleep? Write it down. What's the second mistake to avoid, Barbara?
The second mistake to avoid is coming in with a stack of papers from a Google search you've done for your symptoms, because a doctor is not going to sit and read it on the spot.
Okay, just know your symptoms and ask the doctor about the symptoms. What's the third mistake to avoid?
I didn't actually work it out yet.
I understand, but you're an expert. Just off the top of your head, what's the third mistake?
The third mistake is to come without a list of your allergies and medical history.
Very good, because again, under pressure in the doctor's office, when time is money and the doctor needs to go to their next appointment and just a few minutes later, you're much better off handing them a written list of your allergies and issues, rather than trying to remember what they are. What's the fourth mistake to avoid, Barbara?
The fourth mistake to avoid is not checking out your doctor to see if he's got a good rating and review.
That's fantastic. And the place to do that would be on Yelp or on Google, or you could even type in the name of the doctor and the word reviews to find other reviews. What's the fifth mistake to avoid, Barbara?
The fifth mistake to avoid is not checking out your past electronic health record entries, because it might not even pertain to you, and all of their decisions that they make in the future might be due to a mistaken entries.
For example, my friend Clint recently went to the doctor, and even though he's born in 1965, they had his record as having him born in 1955. This created a lot of problems because he's actually 10 years younger than they thought he was. Not only is he paying more for his insurance, but he's also getting the wrong types of medicine because he's 10 years younger than they think he is. Always check your electronic records to make sure there's no mistakes. How do you do that, Barbara?
What you have to do is contact the office ahead of time and have them send you a copy so that you can review it and notify the doctor of any mistakes.
Fantastic. Those are the errors to avoid when you're going in to see your family doctor. There you
Love
go.
it. Love
All right.
it. Thanks.
Yeah, very good. All right. See, folks, that's how you create segments. You don't have to like belabor it. You don't have to, what's that word? No. That one on Frasier when he's playing Scrabble with his matchmaker and she makes up some fake word. You don't, you don't have to super smartify it like Clint would do. You just got to come right off the top of your head with, you know, you're a doctor, you're an expert at whatever you do. Just talk about what you do. The simple things, but that are clever. Like that first one you said was clever. I don't remember what it was. It was many minutes ago. And since I'm 65 years old, I don't remember quite so well anymore. Maybe when I get back to being, maybe when I get back to being 55 years old again, I'll have a better memory. But all right. Those of you who are on the webinar who are part of MBA, England, you know, I've been looking at England. It seems like they're still stuck on quarantining Americans for 10 days. And as long as they're quarantining, I mean, hopefully they'll change it. You know, like if they could give us 30 days, like I'm not going to ask you to go to London without 30 days notice. Unless this changes, then we're going to postpone London until they remove the quarantine requirement. There's no point in us going to London and being stuck in hotels for 10 days on quarantine. So there you go with that, okay? I'll be making a more formal announcement in the next few days, but since you're on this webinar and you stuck it out till the end, I thought I would let you know. It's looking like London is going to be postponed until the quarantine requirement is removed, all right? But hey, this was a great webinar. I loved seeing people on TV. I love not ripping people apart. Everybody did great. I really appreciate that. And until next week, hey, make it happen, guys. Get on TV. You don't even have to leave your house. You can just do a quick interview on Zoom, Olga. And there's plenty of Texas TV shows that need you because there's storms all over Texas right now, all right? It's gonna wrap it up from Acapulco, baby. Adios, amigos. I'm looking forward to seeing you on television. Good night, everybody. Yay!
Bye.
Thank you.